Commonly known as Dom, for letting us cover and break down this police audit. Make sure to subscribe to his channel and like his videos. His link is in the description below. Dom is inside a train station waiting to catch his train when a brief moment of filming sparks an immediate reaction from an officer who appears more concerned about the camera than anything else. Instead of addressing the situation calmly, the interaction quickly turns physical with attempts to interfere with his recording, while a string of rules are mentioned without any real explanation. What should have been a short, forgettable encounter ends up costing Dom his journey, and the way it unfolds raises serious questions about whether this was about enforcing anything at all.
Have you permission to record inside the railway station?
Have you got permission to grab me? What are you doing?
Record inside the railway station.
Have you got permission to grab me? What are you doing? Why are you twisting it? Why are you twisting it?
I have permission to record on the station, so put it off. Okay?
No, I'm going to report you to the police, the proper police.
I am a police officer.
No, you're grabbing my camera.
Right, stop just there. You're on a railway station.
On the police for
Right, you're on a railway sation. Stop there. You have actually recorded when you don't have permission. I'm dealing with them two in 1 minute. Do us a favour, right? Get this guy's details. He hasn't got permission to record on the railway station. And I'm advising we are the police.
So why did he feel the need to assault me?
He was putting the camera in his face. He was asking.
That's no need to assault someone, is it?
Sir, he was asking. He was protecting those women's dignity.
No, I wasn't filming them women.
For all we know, you could be filming them for.
But you didn't know. He grabbed it.
You could be filming them for other reasons.
But he
sir.
grabbed it, didn't he?
He was moving the camera.
He didn't know that. He grabbed it. No, he grabbed it and twisted it.
Okay, sir.
Believe me, I've got that as evidence now.
I'm sure you've got that on evidence, sir.
Anyway,
sir, I'm going to ask you to leave the station, please.
I've got to go. I've got to get a train.
All right, then, sir.
No problems.
You've spilled your beer everywhere.
I apologise for that. That was an accident because your colleague tried to grab me.
The officer moves in and tries to shut things down before Dom has even properly started recording, which already sets the tone for how this is going to unfold. Rather than explaining any rule or boundary, the focus shifts straight to stopping the camera. And when that doesn't work, the officer reaches for it, not once, but repeatedly, eventually grabbing hold of it in a way that risks damaging it. That's a serious step, especially when no clear justification has been given. The sudden claim about filming women only appears after this, which makes it look more like an attempt to defend the earlier behavior than a genuine concern raised at the time.
Right, yeah.
I don't mean you any harm, but there's no need to act like an arrogant fool.
I'm not a police officer.
No, but you're dressed like a clown and you're acting like one.
Right, sir.
I want his details or I'm going to record him.
Before what?
Right, sir, your behaviour is unacceptable to the railway.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, sir.
What do you mean? What? Because that man just grabbed me.
Sir.
That man just grabbed me.
You just called a member of the railway staff or a police officer on the railway. We are on the railway, sir.
What did I call him?
You called him a clown.
No, I said that you're dressed like one and acting like one. I didn't call him one, did I?
That's intimating that someone's a clown.
No, it's not. Now,
is intimating
let's look at
someone's a clown.
legal evidence. That's not, is it? There's no evidence at all.
So, due to your demeanour and your fact that I believe you're in drink,
First one.
Because of your eyes.
First one. Want to do a breathalyser?
I don't have to breathalyse you,
No.
sir. I'm going to ask you to leave the station, please, sir.
But I've got to get a train.
I'm asking you to leave the station,
But I've
sir.
got to get a train.
Sir, your behaviour is unacceptable on the railway, and for your safety, because of your drink, I'm asking you to leave
My
the railway.
safety? I've done nothing wrong. I've got to get home and it's the last train.
The railway, it's your attitude and your demeanour on the railway.
Your
is
friend
you're
there.
unfit to be on the railway.
No, your
you're
friend just grabbed
unacceptable
my
behaviour
camera.
on the railway, sir.
Your friend just grabbed my camera. Simple
Sir,
as.
you
I've
were
done nothing
filming
wrong.
other passengers.
There's nothing wrong with filming people. Look, there's cameras
Yes, sir.
everywhere.
There is.
Even after Dom makes it clear he's not there to cause any trouble, the tone doesn't soften, which suggests the issue isn't about safety but about pride. The moment he challenges the officer, the demand for details follows, which raises questions about whether this is really about behavior or simply reacting to being called out. Labeling his conduct as unacceptable while he's just standing with a camera doesn't add much either, especially when no clear boundary has been crossed. The repeated focus on filming passengers also falls flat when train stations are already covered in CCTV capturing the same public space, making the concern seem selective rather than consistent. These are used securities.
These are used for
You don't see me.
security.
Yeah, I was
and for
doing it
legal
for safety.
Oh, go on.
Look, warning, you're
Right.
on CCTV.
Yes, sir, that's absolutely fine.
And he grabs it.
Yeah, once you
I've done
get
nothing wrong.
So once you get up close to that and you see that, yes, you are on CCTV.
Have I done anything wrong?
Right, sir.
By
you're
law.
showing
Sir,
you were filming
you have to ask
females.
permission from the duty station manager if you want to film on the station.
No, I was filming for my safety. And when I see like people coming up
Regardless,
accosting
sir,
people.
regardless, you have to ask permission from the duty station manager.
No,
if the duty
listen,
station
listen,
manager
listen,
says
listen.
That's okay.
No, so there's rules on the railway.
Yeah.
All right, but like, tell me what law is being broken by filming here.
It's against the bylaws. You have to
railway
have permission.
bylaws.
What law by law? There isn't one, is there?
Yes, there
Tell me
is.
what one.
Come here.
Brilliant.
At the end of the day, sir, you're on private property. The same rules don't apply here as they do out in the street. It's as simple as that. But in order to film on the station, he needed your permission. Is that correct?
Can you tell me what bylaw is being broken then, please?
Because you shouldn't be filming on the station without seeking permission. We would like to know...
Great. Can you tell me what bylaw is being broken, please?
It's something that's been asked Southern to operate. It's a policy that Southern operates.
Trying to separate CCTV from Dom's filming doesn't really stand up because while station cameras are there for safety, members of the public are also entitled to record in publicly accessible areas for their own protection. There's no rule that safety recording is reserved only for authorities. They also claim he needs permission from the duty station manager. Railway bylaws don't create a blanket ban on filming, especially with a handheld camera in an open concourse. Saying it's private property also doesn't automatically remove public rights because train stations are privately owned. But publicly accessible spaces, meaning people can still film unless there's a clear lawful restriction in place.
Is there any bylaw that's being broken?
It's policy of the station, which means if you don't adhere to the policy of the station...
Could you tell me any law or legality where it's not? If not, then you can't enforce it.
Of course we can.
Well, tell me what law then.
Because you're on private property.
Can you tell me what law, please?
By rights.
No, of course you do. You're supposed to be upholding the law.
So yeah, I'll uphold the law, but at the moment, Southern Trains Station, which this is, their rules and regulations state as a condition of carriage, as a condition of entry, that you do not use cameras on the railway without permission.
Right, can you show me that then? Can you show me the law that states that, the actual statute or act?
We're not on about
the legislation that is passed by government that you have to adhere to.
Sir, we're not going on about. You're not listening. You're not listening.
No, you're not. You're trying to do legal flimflams when you obviously have never studied law.
Of the luggage
and you have you?
Yes.
All right. How are you qualified?
Who said qualified? I've studied law.
You've studied law.
To study law, you guys don't, unfortunately.
Yes, we do.
You're taught procedure.
Yeah. All right.
Right? Bringing up Southern's policy only works if they can actually point to a specific bylaw or condition. And when neither the officer nor the duty station manager can name it, it starts to look like rules are being invented on the spot. Private operators can set conditions, but they still need to be clear, consistent, and identifiable. Not something vaguely referenced when challenged. Trying to prevent filming without naming any law also flips the burden because restrictions have to be grounded in legislation, not preference. When the justification keeps shifting from permission to bylaws to private property, it creates the impression that they're searching for something that fits rather than applying something that already exists.
So, the bottom line is you're on private property, okay, and whilst you're on private property, all right, whatever company owns that private property, if they set up bylaws, if they set up regulations of conditions of carriage, you have to abide by them.
Can you quote me the bylaw or law or legal statute or act that is going to...
It's in the Southern Conditions
Can you quote
of Travel.
it?
Southern Conditions of Travel.
Can you quote it? What statute or act?
Land that you're on.
What statute or act or law is being broken?
If you want to challenge it, sir...
No, I don't. You're saying, you're making a claim to me that I'm doing something wrong, then tell me what you're enforcing.
I'm saying you need to ask permission before you film.
So what are you trying to enforce then? If I'm not doing anything wrong, you're not saying I've done anything wrong. Have I done anything wrong?
In my opinion,
you've breached the conditions.
What conditions?
That Southern have set for...
Not that I've agreed to. If we're policed by consent, then surely I have to adhere.
Then you should leave the station, shouldn't you? If you're not prepared to adhere
so where does it
to
say on my ticket?
regulations.
Where does it say on my ticket that I shouldn't be filming?
Terms and conditions apply, it says on your ticket, sir.
Right, can you please now show me the terms that says I can't film?
You have to write into Southern and ask them.
No, I don't, right?
Yes, so you do.
You're trying to make claims upon me.
No, sir.
In fact, you've made me miss my train, I think.
No, you've made yourself miss the train, sir.
They fall back on saying Dom has breached conditions. Yet, when pressed, nothing specific is ever pointed out. No sign, no written rule. They even claim he's agreed to these terms simply by buying a ticket. But that only holds weight if those terms are actually defined and relevant to what he's doing. Buying a ticket doesn't automatically mean any restriction can be invented on the spot. Dom makes it clear he's willing to follow any legitimate rule if it's shown to him. But that never happens because they can't produce one. Instead, the conversation loops back to its private property, as if that alone creates restrictions when in reality it only allows conditions to exist. Conditions they still need to identify.
I've already told you you're not travelling, sir.
What do you mean?
I'd already told you you're not travelling because your behaviour was unacceptable on the railway.
What do you mean? Well, unacceptable because
you
your
can't
colleague.
Go around filming.
Where's the nearest police station?
You can't go around filming.
No, the proper police, not British Transport Police. I know you swear an oath and the rest of it, but I want to speak to actual constables
You're
separate.
being incredibly rude.
No, how's that being incredibly rude? I've just stated it to you quite clearly.
Go and ask the Sussex officer, sir. Go up to James Street and ask the Sussex officer about railway bylaws.
No, I want to go and report an assault. I've got it on camera.
Oh, okay, sir, go and please.
I'm going to do that. That's not a problem.
Report that. Look, if you wait a moment, please, don't speak to me. Right, wait a minute. I was trying to get my duty inspector on the phone so they could speak to you. Right. So if you wait for a moment, I was trying to help you, but you weren't being very helpful. You weren't helping yourself.
Really?
So, yes, sir. I was just asking you for your surname.
Right, yeah.
I was just asking for your surname, but you were being quite rude about that.
No, I'm not. Am I obliged to give it to you?
No, you're not, sir.
No.
You're not.
I've done nothing wrong.
Right. I'm trying to help you.
I've been accosted by your colleague.
Right. Sir, you wish to make a complaint about police. Right.
No, who said that? I need to speak to your supervisors.
And I'm trying to facilitate that.
Great, I've got details now, so I'm happy.
Right. Do you want to speak to our duty inspector in London? This is what I'm asking.
No, I've just been denied travel because of you guys. I'm taking this further. Do you know what I mean? There's no more trains, so you guys can't help me no more.
Dom missing his train becomes a direct consequence of the officer's own actions. Yet, one of them goes further by deciding he's not allowed to travel at all. A decision that isn't theirs to make. Railway staff may set conditions for travel, but a police officer can't simply block someone from boarding because they dislike their behavior, especially when that behavior only escalated after an attempt to grab his camera. Denying someone lawful travel without a clear legal basis risks crossing into an abuse of authority, particularly when no offense has been committed and no lawful direction has been issued under railway bylaws. Dom saying he'll take it further isn't just frustration. He can raise a formal complaint, pursue civil action for interference or wrongful detention, and request body cam footage to review exactly how the situation was handled.
Do you see how distressing that is for someone that has been denied travel?
I denied you travel, sir, because your behaviour was unacceptable on the railway.
What, because I got grabbed by your mate?
Sir, because
then I don't need your help anymore. Just grabbed your radio,
right.
How would you be? You'd be a lot worse than that, wouldn't you?
No, of course I wouldn't.
You'd put me on the floor and put me in cuffs, dude.
No, I wouldn't.
What, look, if I grabbed your radio, you'd put me on the floor.
You just covered me in lager. Ultimately, you were pulling away.
That was your friend knocking the beer out my hand.
You pulled away with a can of lager, covered me in lager.
Because he's grabbed my camera,
Did I put you on the floor?
But your friend grabbed the camera. Right, that wasn't my action. If I poured this over your head, what would you do?
What would I do? I'd arrest you.
Right, so therefore, right, I think I acted quite accordingly, really, compared to what happened. All your statutes and acts are acting upon the person.
Yeah.
Right? A person is legally defined as a corporation. So the whole legal system see us as corporations and have you enforcing that. So that's why you guys get the flack on the front line there. So I feel for you.
Thank you, sir. But if you want me to write this incident down, I'm quite happy to go and write this incident number down.
I've got your number now.
I'll give you a phone number, and telephone number. Just an 0800 number and an incident number, so you can refer to if you want to call in and speak about this incident with a senior officer.
Barrett 4680. I've got your number and everything like that. I've got everything I need now.
Okay. We can't get home tonight.
Yeah. So that's distressing.
Blind, I never stopped you from travelling, sir. You stopped yourself from travelling.
No, but you stopped me. You stopped me.
I'm going to leave me, mate.
You stopped me from because my camera was grabbed.
No, I stopped you because, in my opinion, you were filming females that didn't want to,
I wasn't, though.
That wasn't.
In your opinion, so your opinion was wrong.
Yes. Yeah, maybe my opinion was wrong, sir, but that's...
I was filming for public safety, just as much as the CCTV
Okay, then,
does.
sir. That's your opinion.
So, there you go, right, and I'll leave it on a happy note.
I couldn't find any updates showing whether Dom took things further after this, which is frustrating because this is exactly the type of interaction that deserves scrutiny. When someone is prevented from traveling and misses transport because of police conduct, it raises questions that usually don't just disappear without a follow-up. The officers walk away from the situation without any visible accountability, even though their decisions directly impacted Dom's ability to go about his day. When the officer then admits he stopped Dom from traveling based purely on his opinion, and even concedes that his opinion might have been wrong, it reinforces how fragile the justification actually was. Policing can't rely on personal views alone. There has to be lawful authority behind decisions that affect someone's freedom to travel. By the end, Dom walks away after missing his train with no offense established and no rule clearly explained. The officers created the disruption, escalated it, and then left without resolving anything. When authorities used to interfere with someone's day and then quietly withdraw once challenged, it raises serious questions about how those powers are being exercised. Because in this case, the only thing that changed was Dom's plans, not the lack of legal grounds. If you found value in this breakdown, make sure you like the video, share it, and subscribe to support the channel and help keep this kind of accountability in the spotlight. I'm the Audit Assessor. This was episode 27. See you guys later.